What's up guys, welcome back to a new video. In today's video we are going to be testing the new Evo Dart Goblin in this Prince Bait deck, so let's get right into the first match. So we find the first match almost instantly, but it is a new season that I haven't pushed all the way up to Ultimate Champion, so that does make sense. By the way guys, please comment down below how your season end went, if you ended up pushing or if you achieved the goal that you had set for yourself that season. I finished around, I think, top 1000, which is decent. Not what I'd consider like a goal achieved or anything, but it's nice to always get a bit of a ranked finish. I think with this type of deck that I'm running, you'll notice I'm running skeletons instead of the rocket, rocket would be the classic Prince Bait. But I think the skeletons provide a very nice dynamic for the deck. It makes it such a quick cycle, and it allows you to put a lot of pressure on the opponent, which I think is really nice, and can allow you to beat some tough matchups, like say Piggy's Queen Earthquake and stuff like that. So I do think the skellies for the fast cycle is actually very, very nice. But anyway, guys, comment down below if you've actually tested out the Evo Dart Goblin. I played a little bit with this deck, and so far I'd say the Evo Dart Goblin is very, very strong. But mostly against beatdown decks, because I'd say the value it gets against just regular cycle decks, it is very limited. It definitely doesn't get the same amount of value. Alright, so he's playing kind of an interesting deck here. He might go in for a Hog Rider. I'll just go for a Dart Goblin though, then I can Prince if he does go for the Hog Rider. Doesn't look like he's going to be going in, just Prince here, and then he's probably gonna Skellies and then Valkyrie or something like that. Oh, he's got a P.E.K.K.A. Interesting. So if this was an Evo Dart Goblin, I think that P.E.K.K.A. would be dead before it even reached the tower, because if you guys didn't know, the Poison Cloud from the Dart Goblin actually doesn't stop or end until the troop has died. So the Poison Cloud would keep damaging the P.E.K.K.A. until the P.E.K.K.A. dies, which is absolutely broken. It is crazy. So we're just gonna pressure him in both sides here. He wastes the log on the right side. He's got Evo Skellies. It's so weird seeing the Evo Skellies only have 3 Skellies. Like, it's always been 4. That's gonna take some getting used to, but I guess I will get used to it. Okay, so he goes for a P.E.K.K.A., so I'm gonna go for a Dart Goblin up top here. Then I'm going to go for Rascals. I mean, I know his Executioner will take them out, but I think that Evo Dart Goblin should put in work before that happens. Prince here, and then log that stuff. And look at the Poison Cloud damaging everything. It nearly took out the entire Executioner, as well as damaging the Valkyrie and stuff like that. So, very clean win here in the first match. I'll see you guys in the second match. For this second match, I'm going to be repeating the deck. I think this deck is very interesting for this these new balance changes, so I'm gonna test it quite a bit this season. I think he's gonna be running recruits. I'm gonna Dart Goblin, then I'm gonna Skellies up top. I think that should pretty much clean everything up. I mean, he goes for Piggies, but doesn't that just provide me with a crazy counter push? I'm gonna log too though, also so that the recruit doesn't kill my Prince. That is a crazy fireball, and he goes for E-Spirit. Oh, it jumps. Okay, he's gonna get away with it, but we still get a charged hit, which isn't bad, and he did waste his fireball. So this should definitely be a very, very tough matchup, but since he does have the Cannoneer and we do have the Evo Barrel, and I think the Evo Dart Goblin can actually provide a lot of help, in that if it shoots the recruits, I think it can damage, like it can do some area damage on the recruits. And get a lot of value, maybe even hit a flying machine behind, or say he goes in for Piggies in the same lane as my Dart Goblin, then I have the Poison Cloud, which can damage the Piggies as well, which could definitely be very interesting. I'm actually going to log his Rascals here, oh sorry, his Sappies, definitely going to force out something else. Oh, that's going to be a lot of damage, and that Brawler is dead, I believe. So he could go for Piggies here, then I would just go for a High Gang and a Princess, and that should be a clean defense. So pretty poorly played by him. He just goes for a cage, so I'm gonna go for a Goblin Barrel, and then I'm just gonna gang on the left side. Hopefully he doesn't go for recruits. So he does waste his Barb Barrel, and then he can't afford the recruits just yet. He goes for them now. I'm gonna Evo Dart Goblin to see how it does on the piggies, and then I'm gonna log too. So they get like one hit, I think that was, which is quite nice. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, right? So we get the Evo Dart Goblin, and it should do a lot of splash damage. Okay, the recruit is gonna kill it. No, it doesn't kill it. Okay, unfortunately, the Dart Goblin didn't survive long enough to take out the flying machine as well, but I still think it put in a lot of work there, so pretty decent, because it did splash on the recruits and stuff, so pretty good, pretty good. I'm just gonna split lane pressure him here, because he's gonna want to get some recruits down for that prince, but we've got an Evo barrel coming down, which he cannot stop. Yeah, it takes the tower on the left side, and we get some pretty good damage on the right side. Perfect defense on the left, and that will definitely be GG. So I'll see you guys for the third match. We're in the third match now, and I am going to be running this different variation of the deck. I'm going to be running with the Mighty Miner, the classic Mighty Miner Logbait variation, but I'm going to be running it with Dart Goblin instead of the Rocket. So that's going to be the change I am testing out right now, just to see how the Dart Goblin works in like a different type of deck. So he did go in for an E-Golem, so I think I'm just going to pressure him a bit here, see what happens. I can always pop the ability if I feel the need to, like for example right now. I should have probably waited a bit, not gonna lie, that was a bit stupid on my part. I should have at least hit the tower and the Night Witch, but it's whatever. Just iceberg the middle here, kite everything in, and then I need to log that. I'm gonna take 2 bad hits. Okay, just 1. So he's gonna be running E-Golem. He's got E-Golem, Firecracker, Night Witch, minions. I'm not sure if a deck like this will have as much potential, because I feel like the Dart Goblin is very strong against certain beatdown decks, but I don't necessarily think it provides that much of a strong offense as compared to cards like the Evo Barrel or the Evo Skellies, at least before the nerf that they got. So I think a deck like this might lack a bit of like offense, because a big part of the Mighty Miner Logbait deck is the fact that you can always just rocket cycle your opponent if you're not able to break through. That's quite a big part of the deck. But we're gonna go in for a very nice Evo Barrel here. He goes in for an E-Golem, and honestly, I'm just gonna try to go for an early Dart Goblin on it. And then I'm curious to see if the Poison Cloud will actually continue on the E-Golem after the big guy dies. And it doesn't look like it will. Okay. So it's obviously not going to continue on to Lava Pups or Golemites or smaller Elixir blobs. It's exclusively for the primary tank, or I guess if it hits 1 Golemite or 1 Elixir Golem blob, then it's just going to hit that one, which I think is definitely the most balanced way to do it. If you can call it balanced, because I do believe that it is quite broken. I'm gonna pop the ability here just to get some, just to kill the Firecracker. Okay, he actually did get a Mega Knight hit there, didn't expect that. By the way, guys, I'm going to pick up streaming way more consistently, so definitely go over and subscribe to my Twitch as well. And if you feel like doing it, then go to my TikTok as well, where I'm going to be streaming sometimes instead of YouTube and Twitch. But I'm going to stream way more regularly on both YouTube and Twitch, so definitely try to stop by one of the streams at some point. It would be a lot of fun, because usually it's a lot of fun when people actually stop by the stream, so I definitely appreciate that. But GG's for this match, and I'll see you guys in the 4th match. In this match, I'm just going to go for an Ice Spirit and then a Goblin Barrel first play. Hopefully we can time it with the Royal Chef so that he won't get some crazy value from it. Okay, so I'm going to go for a Cannon here, log this stuff over to the side, and then depending on what he does, I'm not sure if I need to do anything else. Okay, I definitely need to go for Goblins here. He might go for a Ram Rider, but I've got Goblins and Ice Spirit, so I should definitely be fine. I'm gonna go for a Princess here, and then I can hopefully activate my King Tower. So I feel like he might NATO or something, so I'm just gonna go in here, and then I can activate my King Tower. Nice, we get the King Tower activation. He goes for the Ghost, and the Rage too, but that's a lot of damage. Definitely a lot of damage. I can go for Goblins low onto this Ghost, and then it should be, I think maybe even no damage if I did it properly. Yeah, no damage, that's very nice, and then Princess to Bridge again. Um, Pretty nice tip there, pushing it forward with the Goblins. Hopefully we can get the Ram Rider out of range. Okay, that's kind of what I was aiming for with the cannon so far away. Getting it out of range of the Ram Rider. Okay, hold on. So the first thing he played was the champion, then he ran guards, and then he played an E-Dragonado, Ram Rider, and now a P.E.K.K.A. So he's got champion and he's got his guards. I just used my cannon. We might be in a bit of trouble here because he could go for his champion, and I can't really do much about it if he does. So I'm just going to go for something very aggressive here. I kind of need to get my goblins down. Okay, no, there's no point when the target is championing too. Terrible rage by him. He should have rather focused on getting the ability down, so this should be a pretty easy defense, honestly. The Ice Spirit does get stunned, but it doesn't even matter. It's all good, because I can just pressure him now. And I've got cannon for his Ram Rider. I'm just going to go for goblins. That should be no damage. And now I've got my Evo Dark Goblin, which is perfectly aligned with his Evo P.E.K.K.A. So that the Evo Dark Goblin can sort of just, I guess, counter the Evo P.E.K.K.A's heal effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a barrel Ice Spirit onto the left side. And then I'm going to throw a log onto the left side as well, so that it's just going to be one log away from dying the tower since I don't have a big spell. Okay, the princess actually takes it, which is nice. And then I'm going to get the Ice Spirit down onto the Ram Rider. Oh, it actually didn't even go on to... Okay, well, I don't even need to defend this. He's just dead here, so nice win. Oh, we're actually running against a guy with a finish at 9,991 in the 2v2 mode when it was around. That's quite funny. Almost top 10,000. Well, almost the 10,000s. The 10,000th. Oh, I can't even pronounce that. Alright, so he goes for a ghost, then he goes for an E-Drag. So that's 8 elixir. I've spent 7, so I'm still up 1. I'm tempted to actually go for an Ice Spirit here, then a barrel. And just pressure him a ton, because what's he going to do here? He goes for a Rage. That's still going to be so much damage. Gonna go for goblins, then wall breakers. I'm just spamming him right now because it's honestly kind of fun. He goes for a P.E.K.K.A. I might be cooked here because he just tanked those wall breakers. And how do I well, he doesn't really have anything to support the P.E.K.K.A. because he was forced to play it so early, so I think I'm just absolutely fine. Okay, so what's he gonna do here? He goes for the ghost. Honestly, I'm tempted to just straight up ignore that ghost. I can go for a goblin barrel, right, because the cannon is going to help the tower kill the ghost. It's going to be 3 hits, but I mean, it's okay. He does get the bandit down on the wall breakers, which is also fine, I'd say. Can just put the goblins down low like this, and then an Ice Spirit in front to tank. Okay, he does go for the Ice Wizard. I should have saved my Ice Spirit then, but once again, it doesn't really matter that much. Just gonna princess. I'm not gonna princess low on it actually. I think I'm just gonna log onto it. He goes for the Evo P.E.K.K.A. Honestly, I might go for an Evo Dark Goblin like this, right? Oh, you're joking. Okay, now I'm definitely dead. My goal was to sort of try to sort of, I guess, hit the P.E.K.K.A. early with the Evo Dark Goblin. But it just didn't work out at all because I played it too far away or something like that. Something stupid. So here I'm just going to go for an Evo Barrel. Pressure both sides, wall breakers and the Evo Barrel. Look at the left side, he doesn't really have much. Then go for an Ice Spirit to tank for the Ice Wizard and distract the Ram Rider. Or stun it, I guess, rather. Then the Goblins can tank for the Ghost. No, they can't, they die. But the wall breakers can. And then I can go for the cannon here. And this should be a pretty clean defense. Maybe we can even manage to actually take his second tower. Okay, no, we're gonna get the Evo Dark Goblin down one more time and see how fast it actually takes out this Evo Ram Rider. Or just this Ram Rider. I feel like the poison effect is very severe. Like, you can definitely feel that it is getting that damage over time. It's super strong. I think it's a very fun Evo and I'm excited to test it out more. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Please like and subscribe and follow my Twitch where I'm going to stream regularly. And I'll see you guys in the next video or the next stream.